2 smalls. Take the loot items. Interesting. Take 4 gold. Look, I have been the #1 puffer hater for the longest time. But even though I felt that I was getting 10 wins that run. Man. Once we hit damage enchant and got the cosmic win, I thought it was fine.
Is that even a battle? Maybe a skirmish.
Thanks, banana ball.
Welcome in, hon.
Double barrel.
What can I get you? Oh, delivery's free. I like the exercise.
Guess that's the day 1 board.
I used to offer a free ride home, but people thought it was weird.
I don't want to sell the food yet. Take the regen.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabarians.
Shit. Not beating the Ganjo. Obsidian, less about that and more why it happens. Right now, all shield builds convert shield to damage. Back in charge pack, it doesn't happen except force field. So Puffer not only loops faster, but that plus barrel plus shell could easily loop over that and stack poison without having to worry about getting smacked for 20k. So making poison bad is a combination of A, not enough sustain, B, the shield builds poison supposed to counter convert shield into damage.
No hard feelings, right?
Sure. It's also like the burst builds can just kill you before your sustain has time to ramp up.
Oh, hi. I mean,
Like, you might have sustain in a long fight, but you don't have that sustain from 3 seconds. I'm good with Shark Claws plus Katana there. I think worse than this board.
You picked that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
discounts for peace.
Playable past day 10. Yeah, it's just really slow, and everything goes over the top of you. Like we saw there, we were doing a bunch of damage, and then our opponent activated their Pig's Gym, and we were dead. Or like you can have fights where your opponent has like a cash deposited Caltrops, and you're just deleted. Or a Vanessa that's killing you in 2 seconds with figurehead, pistol sword stuff. Or a barrel that doesn't care about how much life you have, just blows you up with powder keg.
Use that for the good of all.
You're just really punished for trying to play a defensive build right now.
You are enough, friend. But I'm glad you bought this.
Drum thing, I'm seeing a lot lately. It's pretty good. It's just one of the directions Pig can go. Usually the way in is like you have a yo-yo that you were trying to dupe early. You pick up a drum on like day 3, day 4. and you build into it from there. Yeah, freeze at combat start is big. I don't think it's as big as it was last patch, but depending on what you're trying to do. Start of combat freeze is always big. I don't think I can take hard fight here. %, crit.
Knife or beak? Your choice.
Most of my Vanessa games don't involve Crow's Nest. Like, if you want to point at, like, any common Vanessa thing, it's probably double barrel. But yeah, people are always gonna complain.
The rookery remembers.
Remember when I didn't sell the banana because I wanted to have the food lying around? I remember.
Well, howdy, hero. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything. Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. That's been sitting there 20 years.
AI
waiting
chat.
for you.
What? I don't know what that is. I could just put it in a calculator if I was worried about it. In the end, it's just long term, I'm gonna want the katana more. So I'm keeping the katana. Not really relevant to calculate it out.
Hooey! Now that's a bargain.
I can do this now. If I buy it, I can't even be 1v2, but...
Rusty circuits to see that fight on.
Curio sells junk. We refurbish junk.
I don't want to get rid of the barricade. I think I'm keeping the amulet around too. Just lose a little bit of flat.
Haha! Now this will inspire the crew.
Spin cooldown, dealing lethal damage in the early game. The problem right now, just kind of a free ride. Well, you think double barrel should be 4 seconds? I don't know. I don't have super strong opinions on double barrel specifically. I think a big thing that makes double barrel so oppressive early is just B1, B2 is absurd. Like, you should not be getting B1, B2 on day 2. Can we all agree on that?
I may be young for a captain,
Can we all be...
but I've seen my share of storms.
Can we all just come together
I'm to
and
dethrone a king, not to squabble with
say that
the
full silver boards on day 2 are a bit silly? Getting what? The thing we just clicked on to upgrade our entire board.
You've got
8 gold,
talent.
upgrade all your
You should
bronzes.
put it toward nobler use.
Like, honestly, if not for that, the ammo stuff early isn't that oppressive. It's just dealing with a full silver ammo board on day 2, day 3 is not reasonable.
Waiting to be filled.
And ammo just makes better use of the upgrades, because if you have enough damage, you don't need to even reload your ammo, because your opponent's just dead before it matters. So not only does it speed up your clock, it also removes the need to put a powder flask on the board. But it should not show up after day 6, 7 either. Sure, I mean, it's intended to not show up after day 7 or 8 right now. It's a bug that it does. Wouldn't worry too much about that. They buff HP per level as a way. I mean, I don't think you need to make a structural change because of one comp, right? Like, I would probably just want to change that comp rather than change the whole structure of the game.
I win! Oh, we haven't started yet?
Woo!
Power outage!
Could upgrade the feather. Meh. I don't want to swap out of the katana, right?
G'day.
Maybe not for a barrel.
Bloke came in before you. He bought heaps of it. Watch yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there has been the back and forth on double barrel basically since the start of the game. It's either been completely absurd or completely unplayable, with little in between.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Connection issue.
Another empty chest, waiting to be filled.
It takes real confidence to let
Damage.
a kid train you. I'm impressed.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
I mean, it just depends what the pieces you need are to make the burst build work. Like, right now, it's weird that you're not even trying to reload ammo until the mid-game. You just, like, throw all the weapons on your board, and your opponent's dead before you run out of ammo, because of how much damage they do. You get to just kind of ignore that whole mechanic. And by the time you're adding reload to your board, half the reason you're adding it to your board is because it's giving you crit chance, not even because it's reloading stuff.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Like, the trade-off used to be, in order to get the fast upfront damage, Like the 1.5 second effective double barrel, you had to put a powder flask on your board to have the sustain. Now you just get your lunch and everything else too. Because your opponent's dead before it matters.
Am I even a master merchant?
Maybe we can just play Katana all game.
Ah, place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
Thanks for trusting me. I hope we can do this again.
I care living for gold.
More damage.
Enlightenment is my reward.
How much gold do I have? Enough to buy a silencer.
Have to ask the price. You can't afford it. If you want cheap junk, go see Curio.
Go ahead, underestimate me. It makes this more fun. My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
Yeah, like I feel the best spots double barrel has been in, gameplay wise, has been when you played it, when you had a skill for it, and you got a powder flask. That felt reasonable. It was really strong, but it wasn't just I found the double barrel, it's on my board, guaranteed. There was a little bit of work to make it crazy. Now it's just, you buy double barrel, you go to B1, B2, jam all your weapons, and your opponent just dies. For the first 4 or 5 days. Better than this. Oh, okay. Yeah, same idea with Grenade. Grenade's just slightly slower. Doesn't benefit from skills as much. But another weapon that goes crazy with upgrades.
How do you hugelings use these things? Buy from Barsoon instead. He actually cares about this.
I have a gold silencer, a feather in the stash.
There's fun size, and then there's boring size.
It's probably better. I don't know. What are the stats on this? 30?
On behalf of the Grand Society of blah blah blah.
This way I actually get some haste value too. I'm over the bandages.
Gold. I guess I made a sale. Midsworth says I have to trade even when I don't care.
Consider upgrading the feather now if I see a B1, B2. Now that we're getting something out of it.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms. You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
It's a long-term option for sure. Yeah, it's just kind of lame. I don't know.
Next time, boys.
Just not cool
less
enough, you know?
plunder, more plunder.
Silencer. I think it's worse than the cloak. Slam is great. Get to upgrade the crow's nest, I guess.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the
Where are we at
quicker the
now?
fight.
84% crit.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who
Not even
does.
sure what I'm looking for here.
You might try JJ's shop. Real friendly
Cutlass
guy.
upgrade, I guess. This can get me the rest of my crit chance. If we get aggressive. Also get the amulet.
Waste of gunpowder.
Yeah. I guess that's my carry item.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Yeah. Lifesteal from Crow's Nest would be overkill. Yes, Crow's Nest, like, that's kind of the whole reason you're playing it. The crit's nice, but I guess it is the mix of the two. I don't know. I don't play Crow's Nest on a lot of these boards. I'm usually trying to cut it by the end game. I would probably just never buy it if it didn't have lifesteal. There's just better ways to get crit. Like, if you want to nerf anything from these comps, it's probably Silencer. Maybe Cutlass itself, though people are just playing Double Barrel too. Not that Double Barrel couldn't also potentially use a nerf. I don't know, it's weird.
I sell freezy things. Did you get that?
Could take the Shatter now. We do kind of already have scaling though. Yeah,
Well,
I already have this
you've
freeze.
made at least one smart choice in your life.
Hi, I'm Quixel, master merchant or something. Did you know sail and fail rhyme? Sail, fail, fail,
Shiny
fail.
Crow's Nest from a random enchant. I just double crit chance.
No funny business.
Oh, if you have 2 or fewer weapons, they have lifesteal. Interesting. I'd never seen that one.
Trying to survive.
Oh. Well,
Come on in.
I know I promised memes, but I guess we're just doing
That's okay.
whatever it is we're doing.
Nice to see you.
Go ahead, underestimate
Nothing
me.
that feels
It
super
makes
OP.
this more fun.
I don't think I agree with that. There's nothing that you can aim for on a character consistently that feels super OP. probably, other than... I don't know, like, the ammo board hits probably like 70% of the time. There are some outliers that are really hard to beat early, too. Like, Ganjo is a pretty egregious item for the first 4 or 5 days. Once you get to late game, there's a lot of rock, paper, scissors going on.
People first, profit 10. Maybe I'm not cut out for business.
Not playing any vehicles. Like another weapon? No, I would not. The classic? Oh yeah, let's hit him with the classic.
Come with no weapons, leave with big bargains.
17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23. Well, it's only 6% crit anyway. It's not a big deal. That's probably a better upgrade.
Your energy's resonating.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago. My fight isn't with you, but if you insist...
Cut was below 4? Yeah, 3.7.
Bring her about! I've got another salvo in me.
I don't know. Good chocolate. Let's just do this. Build up some gold. This could be slow freeze.
You speak very fast. I will need some time. Silence, magic, all is thought churning slowly.
You bought yourself some time.
Darn. We only get our diamond silencer. Can't afford any of the skill upgrades. Buy 10 cost ones. Let's take a peek. Sure. That works. That works. More scaling. Could upgrade the amulet too, but
will inspire
2%
the
crit.
crew. I may be young,
I'd rather have +2 damage.
but I've seen my share of storms.
Yeah. I want to be able to take a curio for clam. It's just so little that I'm looking for here. Guess at this point we could probably swashbuckle replace Crow's Nest.
You working for Moon? Let's find out. Forget that old cow. Work for me.
Slow skill. There's skills that would upgrade the board, yeah. But as far as items go, Diamond Cloak is cool. Oh well. Pretty sure you're supposed to just look at gold skills.
The keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
The pool's just so large.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble
Swashbuckle,
with
you have to
nobody.
lose damage from Silencer? Yeah, it's not a big deal. I guess when our crit chances this low, it is kind of a big deal. We're not getting that much from the buckle, but yikes. Not yikes enough. Just let me click gumballs twice. Come on. Come on. So we need fiery, silence cutlass around, wearing a shadow cloak. Yes, from the safety of a crow's nest. I'm not sure how exactly we're reaching our opponents from the crow's nest, but I don't make the lore.
Pathetic, as spineless as a jellyfish.
Easy to explain than how to use a silencer on a sword. I don't have Burn Freeze yet. But there's so much spice that I could get here.
If you know you are the best, is not humility a deception? Orin had a saying, power is wisdom. Something like that.
Throw the Octopus in. We do have beautiful friendship. It's so much worse. also just worse. Wait, it's actually correct because it doesn't get Isocoric Freezered.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Oh, they don't have it anyway. Well, now I feel silly. What is their board? I don't know. I don't know. They did freeze my Octopus, though. My poor Cephalopod. There's 8 times you use your slowest weapon. Well, I guess I can use the Octopus as the thumbnail, even though it spent less than a minute in play. So that's cool, I guess.
We could use you in the fight on Pelago.
And if you want some Octopus, you could sign up for Factor 75. I'm sure they have Octopus in some of their dishes somewhere. I maybe shouldn't say that without looking it up, but using my link, you could even get 50% off your first Factor box. You mean if you want some octopus? Some delicious octopus. Yeah, a little bit of calamari. Main question is, where do you put silencer on an octopus? This is a family-friendly stream. I can't answer that. Okay. I think that is going to be it for the stream tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's see who we can host.